Hello, everyone. Welcome back to day 2 of the Summer Dreamathon 2022. I'll be I'll be your host, Adrian VG, for the next few hours, and we're starting off day 2 with Soyo running Ridge Racer Type 4 any percent.
Yeah, that's me.
So whenever you're ready, you can count it down, or if you want to introduce the game first, your choice.
Yeah, sure. So this is Ridge Racer Type 4. It is kind of a standout in the series for being one of the only games that has a viable grip driving option as opposed to the typical drift type format. Um, yeah, it's not something I'll be showcasing because I'll be driving the drift style for convenience sake mostly during this run, but pretty cool. Now that we have seen that awesome opening, let's get into it. Basically, timer on this starts when I hit that Grand Prix button. So, if you want me to do a countdown, I can go ahead and do that, or...
Yeah, if you want to count it down.
Okay. Um, don't mind the fuzzy menus. They are the only thing in 480i, and I don't feel like de-unreleasing them. So, the gameplay will look much better, I assure you. Gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you, thank you. So this is pretty straightforward for the most part menu-wise. You just kind of press start through all of this. Make sure you pick manual and not automatic, and that's pretty much all you're worried about. Which is right here. Funny enough, I think that like the menus are the biggest time trap in this. Especially when it asks you to save, that can be a big time sink. Or if you forget to hit start. They're very stylish menus, yeah. Oh. So right there, you kind of get a, you can basically start in 4th gear if you time it right. It's a little hard to grab, and I am very rusty, so... But basically, if you hold the gas and you start near our red line RPM, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what gear you're in. The game just treats it like 1st gear, so it's nice for getting a good launch. You'll have to forgive me. It's been a while, and I managed to spend all my practice time setting up my stream because I was having issues, so... super rusty on this, basically just aiming for no repeated races, and I'll be happy with that. I am using something called the Nacon controller, which is a unique controller for PS1 that only works on certain games. This happens to be one of the target games, and basically the controller's in 2 pieces that you can twist each piece side to side, and that's kind of how you steer. It's also unique for having pressure sensitive shoulder and face buttons, so you can actually do part throttle, part brake, stuff like that. And I am having issues with this CPU blocking me today. And funny enough, you really kind of want to try to drift as little as possible, because you are technically still faster while not drifting. Just you want to drift to be able to turn a little bit tighter. Do a little bit more menuing. It's kind of got a campaign mode in Grand Prix where you have a kind of a coach that pep talks you through it, and you're kind of an up-and-coming rookie who reminds him of a up-and-coming rookie he once trained to the top, basically, and then there was some kind of catastrophic accident. Oh, I didn't get it that time. That's okay. Ideally, not on this course, on the last course and the next course, you try to get positioned in front of a CPU, because they can kind of, like, boost you ahead. Because they rubber band, like, in the beginning of the race, pretty majorly. I wish my sensitivity was just on the notch lighter than I have it set for the Negcon, but that's okay. Get my wrist workout for the day. This game probably has one of the best soundtracks in all the Ridge Racer series, or racing games in general. Oops. Sorry, I had to focus on that and make sure I wasn't gonna get second place. Yeah, most of these you have to get first place to continue on, or else you have to repeat the race, which is unfortunate. The dreaded save screen.
You've got a new car.
We get a new car. Make sure we pick manual again. And messed it up again. Yeah, the timing's real tough on those. More about the timing of your shift than anything. Ideally right before go, but... One thing kind of cool is the courses in this game all made their way to the PSP Ridge Racer games. Just kind of as a love letter to it. It also includes all the music that would coincide with the courses of this game as well. We're also moving on to the 3-lap courses, as opposed to the 2-lap ones prior. It always makes you a little nervous because it takes a lot longer to work your way up to first place. Game punishes you pretty hard for hitting walls too, with an acceleration or a penalty on your acceleration time, basically. Oh, come on. Still got it. I can't imagine it not in first person. I forget that's even an option, to be honest. Alright, this is probably my toughest track in this. There we go. It just got some of the trickiest turns for sure. Actually got the acceleration boost that time, so we're off to a good start. The screen's very good at showing when you hit a wall too, for shaking your whole viewpoint. No playing those off. That's the hardest turn right there. Okay. Yeah, again, sorry for the lack of talking during some of that. It's a little intense. That didn't go too bad. And with that, we're most of the way there. Oops. That save screen. I was telling you about it. That didn't cost too much money though. No more than any of the wall bonks. Get our fancy new car. And doing a course called Phantomile, which is named after the Klonoa series, the first game in the Klonoa series. Got the acceleration boost again. And we got 6 gears this time. If you recognize some of these turns, it's because we have actually done a few of them. The game kind of reuses courses with different branches, basically. make sure we don't get passed by the CPU. And we're good. That's a really fast one. Really quick course. Yeah, there's all kinds of Namco references. Dig Dug, Pac-Man, Klonoa. That's always been a fun part of the Ridge Racer series. A pre-metaverse, if you will. I always forget how many courses are in this, actually. This is a fun one. Oh. Didn't get the acceleration boost. That's okay. We'll get there. This is a long one, so we got lots of time. Whee! Of course, has the biggest jump. And then a high speed, or a tight drift turn immediately following the landing. Did you see him cut me off like that? No etiquette. Honestly, just getting around the enemies is kind of one of the harder parts of this game. It slows you down so much when you run into the back of them. Not so much the sides of them, just the back. Just kind of a speed and acceleration penalty for it. The acceleration penalty only lasts like, I don't know, maybe a second. But every bit counts, right? And the final stretch of the airport, and we're there. And here we are, final Grand Prix. Heaven and Hell. Let's rock. This one's actually really easy. Oh. That darn acceleration boost. Oh no, sorry, this is not the last. Shooting hoops is the last course. Getting ahead of myself here. This one really is heaven and hell, though. This turn here especially. Final Grand Prix refers to the final set of races, basically. Oh, too sharp. There's an invisible wall a lot closer than the actual wall on the bridge. It can catch you off guard if you're not paying attention. There we go. Least favorite turn of the game. One more position to work out. That turn too. Uh-oh. And that's gonna push me back a little bit. Hold on 1 second. GG, yeah. I'm gonna see if it lets me switch controllers, because my Nikong's just making all kinds of crazy sounds I've never heard before. But it does. So yeah, I might have broke my Nikon. We'll switch to a regular controller. Could help me do a lot better, actually. But that remains to be seen, right? Some turns are a lot harder without it. Most turns are easier, I will say that much. Sometimes if you bonk walls, even hitting it, you can get, if you can place yourself in front of a CPU to make up for the deceleration penalty, it can be faster, as was the case right there. Now we got a whole lap to catch up to first place, so doing better than last time. And there we go. Still a little closer than I wanted for comfort, but yeah, I don't know. I'll have to take the Nacon apart because it sounded like one of the springs like got unhinged or something.
You've got a new card ready to roll.
I hope I picked manual. I think I did. This is the last course. Usually once you pick manual once, the rest of it will be manual, so starting in 4th gear, a lot easier than 5th gear. The timing's even tighter for 5th gear, and I got greedy. Funny enough, for being the last course, it's kind of one of the easier ones. There's only one real drift turn, and if you do it right, you don't even need to drift it. It's faster not to. Right here, if you just kind of tap your accelerator on and off, you can make it no problem, carry more speed. Thanks for that. Although if you get out of shape offline, you kind of need to drift to save yourself. Like I did right there. For being an arcade racer, a lot of the same typical racing line stuff approves. You kind of want to take an out and out line, do as little steering as possible. Maximizes your grip around a turn. Oh no. Oh, one more lap. Thought we were gonna do a neck and neck finish right there. Yeah, that one's not too bad at all. And time.
GG, very nice.
Thank you, thank you. Little tiny overestimate, but yeah. Didn't account for having to repeat a whole course. One of probably the longest course too.
Just means that the audience got more game.
Yep, more bang for your buck. You know, the metaphorical buck. Yeah, so thanks for having me, and everyone, thanks for sitting through my admittedly more of a let's play than a speed run, but made do. Got through it. We got there.
Yes, thank you so much, Soyo, for that run of Ridge Racer Type 4. Up next on the Summer Dreamathon 2022, we have karaoke with a showcase of D4 DJ Groovy Mix. Stay tuned.